I first developed a passion for cross-country skiing when I was a meteorologist in Alaska. So when I first moved to town and a friend told me to go to Virginia Meissner, I was a bit confused. Not knowing the full story, I wondered, why should I visit someone instead of somewhere?
But when I looked into the story a little more deeply, little did I know, Virginia Meissner is quite a legend in these here parts.
My mom was born in Salem, and she was an only child. And her dad really liked to fish, so he would be, out there tromping across the fields. And because he didn't have a son, once she got big enough, he just took her along.
Virginia went off to college and continued her passion for the outdoors, where she met a handsome ski instructor and damned if they didn't get hitched.
After my parents got married, they were both teaching skiing at Willamette Pass. But my mom, she was always a little timid of alpine skiing, so cross country was kind of more her favorite. And then when Mount Bachelor opened in 1958, they got to talking to somebody and found out that they could make more money teaching at Mount Bachelor than they could at Willamette Pass. And they did that for quite a long time. But about the mid-60s, the college approached my mom about teaching cross-country classes.
She built up quite a fan base of students that she would take out on the forest roads in the area and guide them through her favorite spots.
But to start with, she approached the Forest Service and said, we need to mark some of these trails, clear some of the trees out of the way that are on some of them, mark some of the trails. And about that time, because she had enough of her students that were followers and would ski with her every winter, they decided to talk to the Oregon Nordic Club, which was out of Portland in the Mount Hood area, and see about starting a chapter of the Oregon Nordic Club and call it the Central Oregon Nordic Club.
The first baby steps of what was to come began taking form.
They ended up marking a whole lot of trails, and they also worked with the Forest Service and the Oregon National Guard to build the first shelters that we had. The very first shelter that was built was the Swampy Lake Shelter.
Sadly, Virginia was diagnosed with cancer in the 1980s, but that didn't stop her from working to continue to see her vision through.
So all of the trails, up until the time that she passed away in 1988, all of the trails were in conjunction with the Forest Service and the Central Oregon Nordic Club under, her guidance of kind of, where's the best trail? Where's the best place to mark these trails and to, clear the debris that might be across the trail.
And though she remained an active advisor and teacher until the end, sadly, Virginia never did see the fullness of her vision completed.
Well, they were just starting to lay out the trails. They were starting to decide where to build the shelter, to put the snow park in when she died. So the Forest Service came to me that summer and said, can we name it the snow park after your mom?
And that snow park has had a massive impact on people like me and thousands of others throughout the decades. And while she may not be with us in body anymore, her spirit remains in the sights, sounds, and souls that will be using this park for decades to come.
It really is just amazing to me, what she did, and it's such a great honor that they decided to name that snow park after her.
For Central Oregon Daily News, I'm meteorologist and skinny ski addict, Scott Elness.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos from Central Oregon Daily News. And for more news from the high desert, just visit centraloregondaily.com.